We are on to our second major of the year, the PGA Championship, this weekend, actually starting tomorrow at Aronimink Golf Club just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Going to be a little chilly up there. And, I didn't look too much into the course. It does look like it's pretty straight, kind of does well for long drivers, but it doesn't look super difficult, especially with the greens and the amount of rain, honestly, everywhere east of the Mississippi has gotten this spring. Seems like the greens are going to be pretty slow. So I don't really know what we're going to see here. This course has been eaten alive back in 2018, the BMW. We've had some changes since then, but could be a low affair here at the PGA Championship. But Ethan, welcome. As always, we're just going to give you guys two outright winners, a top 20 bet, a miscellaneous bet, and then me and Ethan are going to put two legs together for a dog leg parlay. But Ethan, welcome. How are you feeling? And I'll send it to you for your first outright.
Yeah, ready for another major here in the PGA. Didn't fare so well at the Truist, just went 0-1, but chose wrong between Xander and Cam Young for top 10. Picked Xander, was terrible. Cam Young finished top 10, but that leads me right into my outright. I'm going right back to Cam Young here, plus 1475 on the outright market. Just, in these majors, just feels like it's the cream rises to the top. So you're talking the Scotties, the Rorys, maybe John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, although I'm not so high on them, but Cam Young, Matt Fitzpatrick, and at plus 1475, we talk about it pretty much every week. When Scotty's in the field, I just feel like you get a better number on a lot of these other guys. We've seen Rory dealing with a blister on his foot, so maybe he's not going to be a full go, which I know, it's a very minor injury, but in a 4-day span of 18 holes, that can't be fun. So I think Cam Young, he's a good bet. We've talked about Cam quite a bit here on this show, but just incredible results. He has finished top 10 in all but one of his most recent tournaments, that one being the RBC Heritage, where he finished tied for 25th. But again, that was right after the Masters. We've talked about this, where I felt like that was a letdown spot for him, and tied for 25th, not bad. But yeah, since then, he's won the Cadillac. He won at the Players. Strokes gained, he's up to number 2 in the field. I've actually heard reports that maybe he's jumped Scotty. From what I saw on PGA's website, he's still number 2, but I don't know, maybe he has jumped Scotty at this point. Tee to green 6th, approach 21st, putting 50th. Cam Young, 1475. I think he's worth a shot here on the outright market.
Yeah, he's playing unreal right now, and I can't ever disagree with the hottest golfer in the world, Cam Young there. So I like it quite a bit. I'm going to go to a golfer that kind of goes against a PGA Championship trend here. It has been an American winner the past 10 years. The last non-American was Jason Day, I believe, in 2014, 2015. So 10 straight American winners, and I'm going to go international here. Going to break the trend. A guy who's been absolutely lights out, has blown away a couple leads late, but this guy has a third place finish, a fourth place finish, 2 top 5s, top 8th, and a top 21. I'm going to Ludwig Åberg here, plus 2,000. A guy that can smack it off the drive, a guy who's playing honestly great golf, except for honestly like 3 collapses that cost him the Players. He was doing really well in another one, I forget. Kind of fell apart. But if I just get 4 good rounds out of Luddy, I think he's right up there to win this. And I know it's not been great for international golfers here, but I think he's a great course fit. He's playing phenomenal golf right now. I like him at 20-1 here on the odds. Ethan, what about a long shot bet for you?
Yeah, I'm again, I think it's going to be one of the big names like Åberg or one of the guys I mentioned. So I'm just taking a shot here, giving you a real long shot, 140-1. Alex Fitzpatrick. Why not? We saw him and his brother win at the Zurich. Since then, he tied for 9th at the Cadillac, 4th at the Truist. Just playing top-notch golf right now, and maybe that win with his brother is what he needed. Do I think he's going to win? Probably not, but could he be up there on Saturday, maybe Sunday, and give you a sweat for your money or maybe a hedge opportunity? I think so. And at 140-1, just red hot right now. And, I'm not going to go for like a 40-1, like I don't know, a Henley or a Koepka. Like, I just don't know if maybe those guys are going to compete, but Fitzpatrick 140-1, playing good golf right now. We'll take a stab with him.
Yeah, I was looking to fade him a couple times, and then I saw he was leading heading into Sunday last weekend, and then kind of, I think, went +2 or something, fell apart a little bit. But yeah, I just want to continue with the hot hand, and maybe he's defying logic and physics, and I don't know what, but he's figured it out, and so has his brother here. My longer shots here, I'm going to go to another major champion semi recently. I'm going to go JJ Spawn here at 69 to 1. He did win the US Open last year. He already won the Valero Open this year. 14th at the Cadillac 2 weeks ago, 5th at the Truist last week. Last week. He has Oh, that's a different guy. But he's playing good golf. He already has a major win here. He's not the perfect course fit. He doesn't drive it super far, but I don't know. Maybe he's just going to be accurate and hit his approach shots pretty well. I think he's just like a random guy, like you said. I think he's going to be one of the big guys, but I could see like a JJ Spawn hanging around at the end. Again, he came out of the blue at the U.S. Open last year. Maybe he pulls another major out of his bag here, and it is one of the random guys trying to compete for a Grand Slam later in his career, and you're like, well, when did that happen? But yeah, maybe JJ Spawn, PGA Championship winner, 69 to 1. Maybe he's worth a couple bucks here. I'll stick with it here for my top 20 finish. Again, this is with including ties. You don't want to deal with the dead heat stuff. I'm going to take a guy that I was on last week. I had him as a winner. He finished second. Ricky Fowler as my top 20 here, including ties plus 200. He's playing really well. Probably the best he's played since, I don't know, probably like the last 6-7 years. He has a second this year, a ninth and eighth, playing really good golf. Again, I don't know how good of a course fit it is. I know Ricky kind of falls asleep or kind of comes up MIA at majors. He didn't even make the Masters this year in regards to qualifying, but I don't know. He's playing great golf. It's worth a shot for me. Top 20. Maybe he's even in it like a top 10, maybe even a top 5, but I'm probably just going to get to the top 20 of Ricky at plus 200, and maybe he pulls off something crazy and wins his first major. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a great price on Ricky. I'll give you one, but then I just want to mention 2 honorable mentions I considered here, but seeing eye to eye with you, I like Oberg here for a top 20 minus 112. Just quickly on the strokes gained, he is 1 position behind Cam Young in 3 of the 4. He's 3rd in total strokes gained, 7th in tee to green, 51st in putting. That was all 1 position directly behind Cam Young, 10th in approach, which is actually 11 positions ahead of Cam Young. So yeah, really good. Top 20 in 6 of his last 7. The one where he wasn't, he was 21st at the Masters. So right there, top 10, 5 of 7, top 5, 4 out of 7. So yeah, playing really good golf right now. You mentioned liking Oberg, and I like him as well, minus 112 for the top 20. And then 2 guys that I just want to mention, Alex Fitzpatrick plus 300. I don't hate that. And then Corey Connors plus 350 as well. I think are just really nice prices on 2 guys that could end up sticking around on Sunday.
Yeah. Rooting for Oberg, obviously, with the outrights. I think the top 20 is a really nice bet there as well. I actually kind of like Alex Fitzpatrick quite a bit. Maybe this is the tournament where I decided to bet him and he's just god awful. I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. My miscellaneous bet, I found this over on DraftKings. It's kind of juicy. It's minus 150. But like I said, I think they're going to tear up this course. And from what I've been seeing, they're going to try to dry out the greens. I just don't think that's possible. Like, I don't think that's something they can adjust. And then I saw that they're maybe going to let the rough grow out a little bit more. Everything that they're kind of coming out saying sounds like the course is just too easy and they're going to eat it up and they're going to try to find ways to manipulate it to be harder. I just don't see it happening. It's Pennsylvania in May. I'm in Michigan right now. It's 40 degrees outside. Pennsylvania has not had any heat. They've had a crap load of rain, as, like I said, majority of the Midwest and Northeast. I think they're going to absolutely eat up this course. So I have the winner being under 266.5 strokes, which is 15 under total. It's a par 70 times 4. It's 280 is par. So they got to go 15 or below. I honestly think the winner is going to be in the minus 20s. I think they're going to absolutely eat up this course. And like, I haven't said it yet, but the PGA Championship is by far the worst major. I know all the majors, they want it to be tough. And from what I've been hearing, it's just like they're trying to make this course to be tough because it's too easy right now. I just don't think they're going to succeed at making it super hard. So winner minus 15 or below. I like it. It's a little juicy at minus 150, but hey, it's a fun bet. It's a bet that I do think is going to win pretty easily.
I love that. I just when I'm going through my notes, I've had like minus 18, minus 19 in my head for where I think the winner is going to be. So yeah, I absolutely love that play. I'm going to go to a matchup here, and I hate doing it, but the matchup is old as time. I'm going Brooks Koepka over Bryson DeChambeau plus 126 on Brooks. And this is kind of a play on Brooks, but also a fade on DeChambeau. You know, Bryson, there's obviously issues going on with the Live Tour, with funding and whatnot. He mentioned that if it gets shut down, he's just going to focus on YouTube and, only play the tournaments where people want him there. So I just don't know quite where his headspace is at. We saw him just look terrible at the Masters in the first major there. So just don't really want my money on Bryson, even though he is a golfer I root for. And, I'm excited to watch him here. Not one that I'm really, really wanting to bet. And then Koepka, I know it's been a different course, but he won here in 2023 or won the PGA Championship, was second in 2021, missed the cut last year, but we've seen him kind of rebound from a bad stretch there. Recently, he has tied for 9th at the Cognizant, 13th at the Players, 18th at the Valspar, 12th at the Masters, 11th at the Myrtle Beach Classic. So he's playing a lot better golf. His strokes gain numbers, he's actually first in approach on tour, 149th putting. That has been his kryptonite, but we saw him kind of work that out here in a couple of the previous tournaments. Tee to green 8th, total strokes gain 26. I just think it's a really nice price, plus 126 on Brooks, and really more of a fade on Bryson here.
Yeah, I honestly love Koepka. I was thinking of him for my long shot, and I still think I might bet him. I mean, he's what, like you said, he's won this. I think he's won it twice, if I'm not mistaken. I think we won it way back. I don't know. But he really cares. Like, he's trying to get to these signature events that they're playing every other weekend now, and he just can't get in because he got kicked out of the PGA and then he's clawing his way back. But I think he really cares. And like you said, I don't think DeChambeau really cares at all. The live is an embarrassment. He's honestly probably making way too much money on YouTube anyway, so he's fine regardless. But I think Koepka's trying to get back in the talk of things. And yeah, I like him in a tournament that he does well at. I'm not sure at the course, but yeah, I like that quite a bit. On to our dog leg parlay. Again, me and Ethan each picking a leg here. I'm going to go to a top 20 pick here, including ties. I'm going Russell Henley, top 20, solely based off his previous majors. He has 5 of his last 7 majors. He's finished in the top 10. Absolutely comes to play for the 4 majors each year. Did pretty well at Augusta. I don't think it's a great course because it does, like I said, want longer drives. Russell's just going to hit it 280 right down the middle and is a fantastic approach player. But he just comes to play on the majors, and he's due for a win one of these years. And I like him top 20 at plus 180. That seems like a ridiculous odds for one of the best golfers out there. So, yeah, Henley top 20 is my leg of the dog leg parlay.
Yeah, you're going to help out with our odds here because mine's a little chalky, but Cam Young, top 20, minus 146, including ties. Again, top 10, 6 of his last 7 tournaments, and the tied 25th of the RBC, which, again, really bad spot in my opinion there. Tied for 3rd at the Masters. And, yeah, we don't even need top 10, even though that's where he's been finishing. We can have the extra 10 positions with the top 20. I think we see a really nice tournament from Cam Young. I think top 20 is, well, I won't say how I feel about it. I think it's going to hit.
Yeah, it should hit. That being said, it's probably going to be the tournament where Scotty wins, and I decided not to bet him. But if I do bet him, he's going to go +4 on Thursday, -1 on Friday, barely make the cut, come clawing back and finish 5th. Yeah. God, I hope Scotty wins, but I just don't think I can bet him. I am seeing +500 out there on, I think, Bet Rivers, which is, I know that's a little crazy, but he's usually like +3 something. So who am I kidding? I'll throw $20 on it. But great tournament. I know not a lot of hype as opposed to the Masters, as opposed to U.S. Open, as opposed to the Open. It is the 4th major in regards to popularity. So I'm just hoping we get a good tournament. I honestly want it to be a difficult tournament, but for my bet, I do want them to kind of tear it up a little bit. Hopefully we get a good leaderboard come the weekend. But Ethan, anything to add here before we sign off for the PGA Championship?
No, looking forward to it. Hope we hit one of these outrights or some of these other bets, and we've had a nice year so far, so looking to keep it rolling.
Did not win last week, but if you did win last week, please fund our entire show, because what was that guy? 1,000 to 1? I mean, good God, I've never heard of him in my life. But yeah, like you said, we are hot right now, and hopefully we can continue that in a big tournament starting tomorrow. So thank you guys for tuning in.
All about Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover old spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast.